Hey, welcome back, gamers. We're still here. We're still at Origins Game Fair 2018, coming to you live from the showroom floor. I've got Alex from Dude Games. Thanks, Alex.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Very well, thanks. I'm very happy to be here at Origins.
Yeah, it's crazy already. Day one.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So, Alex, tell us a little bit about Dude Games. What's that all about?
Dude Games, let's see, my company, I have a company in Canada called Distribution Dude, and we're a distribution company in Canada. Our specialty is French language games, and we deal with a lot of partners from France and Belgium, and they had a tough time getting their stuff into the US. So what we decided to do is to form Dude Games, Distribution Dude Games, and we're bringing this stuff into the US and seeing how things work, and so far the response has been really, really great.
So that's what we all want to see. Because who doesn't want more games?
More great games.
More great games.
Yeah.
Now, what game would you say is the one that is most recognizable under your belt?
Hands down, without a doubt, it is Magic Maze.
Okay.
If you haven't tried it, you have to try it. It is a really special game because it's a co-op game. The idea is that there are a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons style adventurers, and they've lost all their stuff, so their bright idea is to break into the local medieval shopping mall, steal what they need, and escape before the time runs out.
Right.
The thing is, you don't have a pawn per se. You have actions that you can apply to all of the pawns. And the thing is, what's really interesting about the game is that there's no talking. You cannot talk during the game. Right. It's a co-op game, so you still must, hopefully you can indicate to a player how to move.
There is table talk, just not verbal talk.
No verbal talk. You can look, and you also have this really cool thing called the do something token, which you can place before somebody and hope that they understand that they need to do something. But that isn't always the case, and that's where the fun begins.
Very cool. As I was telling you before we started the broadcast, that I actually gave one of these a copy of this to my two youngest children, and they adore it.
Yeah, it's a super special game because it's not only is it a cooperative game, you're playing against a timer, so a game will not last longer than 15 minutes. It's simply impossible. And not only that, it avoids the quarterback effect where one person tells everyone else what to do because there's just no talking.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's really special.
So good. And you brought a couple other games with us.
Yes, we have a couple of releases, Origins releases. We also have Outlive, which is a post-nuclear, post-apocalyptic game where you try and build the coolest nuclear fallout shelter.
Okay.
You actually send out your heroes into the world to gather resources, and the object of the game is to build rooms to attract survivors, and you have to feed them as well. Yeah, it's the one who has the coolest. It's neat because it was brought to my attention that it's a game where there's no, you're not trying to kill zombies or kill mutants or anything like that. What you're trying to do is build something cool.
Build something cool that'll keep people alive.
Yeah.
So they outlive.
So they outlive, exactly. The game lasts 6 turns. And then after that, it's the one who has the coolest shelter that wins the game. Yeah.
And that's what it looks like, everybody right there, when you get it all kind of set up.
Yeah.
It's got beautiful table presence.
Yeah, it's about half an hour. It lasts about half an hour per player.
Okay.
And it's a sort of worker placement, but there's an interesting element to the game where you actually move your workers around the board. And if a stronger worker moves into a space with a weaker worker, he can intimidate the weaker worker into coughing up resources.
Oh.
The weaker worker, however, can expend munitions to make himself temporarily stronger to avoid doing so, however.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And you also brought one other game.
I have one other game. This game is called Grumpf. This is a real-time worker placement game. Right?
Okay.
This is actually a game where you have grumps, and what you're trying to do is get access to hunting grounds. Each hunting ground will have a certain amount of food. To gain access to the hunting grounds, you must place your grumps on the provided squares, and each hunting ground has a certain condition that you need to fulfill. So, for instance, on one hunting ground, you may have to have the total grumps must total between 10 and 20 points.
Okay.
If there's too many or too few, no one gets anything.
Okay.
If you do have access, you'll get first dibs if you're the strongest tribe. Second strongest will get second choice, and so on and so forth. The thing is, it's real time. So if everyone else places their grumps before you do, you lose out. You don't get any meat at all. So be fast and also pay attention.
And pay attention, yeah.
That's
so
right.
One of the things that I want to really highlight about all these games, if you take a good look at all the boxes here, if we can get a nice pan across of the boxes. Look at this artwork. This artwork is phenomenal. So for Magic Maze and Grumpf, they have that very cartoony feel. But when you get to Outlive, that is like, that's like fine art right there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that kind of the, I guess, advantage we have is that because we have sort of a company in Montreal where we get to actually kind of look at games and test them out on at least on our retailers there.
Sure.
We can say, well, this is really great. This can really work. So we bring it over to the U.S. and see how it works here.
Yeah, and just again, like I said, table presence for this is amazing. I saw it over at your booth. It looks phenomenal. And this right here is super fun.
Great
and
fun.
Grumpf, the artwork alone is a pull.
No,
and I love it. You guys, Dude Games makes amazing stuff.
Thanks a lot.
So if anybody wants to follow your guys' progress and what's coming up and everything, where can they go?
They can go to our site, dudegames.us. That's probably the best reference. I am trying to do Twitter.
Okay.
Not too good at social media just yet. I'm getting better. But usually our site is the best way to go.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
There you have it, everybody. Make sure you're following Dude Games on all their social media as it's being built right now.
Right now. I'm trying to do it. I am trying to do it.
And you're doing great. Games first.
Yeah, games first.
That's
correct.
Right. Games first.
Games first.
We'd also like to say thank you again to Carolina Game Tables for allowing us to use the streamer all weekend long here at Origins. It's a beautiful table. I can't wait to get one in studio back home. It's going to be amazing.
Cool.
And then finally, if you are and have not yet done so and are watching this, you need to go to GTM giveaway, because we're doing a big contest. And I know that black spot there, that's just, an image that allows you to see that it's going to be a lot of stuff in this big prize package. So go to gtmgiveaway.com, do all the entries, and there'll be more entry points added as we're here this weekend to help other people's social media get people following them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one, everybody. We'll be right back real soon.
Thank